Hello and welcome to my Twitch channel. I'm Greg Seward. I stream 3 nights a week. Join me as we dive into my huge game collection to uncover hidden gems, replay the hits, and have a great time with our fun, friendly community.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
3 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out for some old games, some friendly chat, and to raise money for the IWK Children's Hospital through Extra Life.
He's taking out mages like crazy. Look at that.
And if you can't tune in live, stream archives are uploaded the next day on my YouTube channel. Hope to see you in the chat.
So close. Yes!
Good evening and welcome to Retro Night. You're on Twitch TV/Seward. Hello to everybody. I don't know who's here. I don't know who's here, but hey, hello. Let's raise some money for Extra Life. $3,035 raised so far this year, and we're aiming to raise another $100 this month at least. Because hey, we're getting to the point we're going to raise a few thousand a month to get up to our goal, but we can do that. We've done it 3 or 4 times in a row. We're going to do it again this year. We're playing JB Herald Mystery Club on the TurboGrafx 16 CD, or as I called it on the tweet about this stream, TurboGrafx 16 CD, which John Riccardi was so kind to point out. Let's raise some money. Let's get some subs. Let's get some follows. Let's do this thing. So we're kind of just wandering around here, checking everywhere. No data. Oh no. We might be going full on Ben Rivers here in a minute. Maybe it was this version. There we go. Whew. That was almost a disaster. Almost pulled a Ben Rivers. Evening, Keened. All right, let's see where we are here with our analysis. Yep, that's a lot of stuff. I say we just start wandering around and trying to find things. A little bit. All right. That's not the button I wanted at all. Investigation. So we've found some evidence, done some interviews. Try to organize all your leads. I'm sure you will find a clue that doesn't fit. Let's continue. It is silver and look expensive. The initials SM are written on them. Oh, right. So we were figuring that we really needed to talk to the victim's assistant last week, right? Hey, Scoop Jessica, Scoop Joey. Wow, you bought a mode. Butcher knife with a narrow blade. Found traces of type AB blood on it. What happened to our we had voice acting before. right. We've talked to her. I forget how we turned on voices last time, though. Search warrant. We're just going to ask for them everywhere. Didn't we got them for his house. I understand I'm going to give you a search warrant, but you had better not make me sorry. Okay, so the Holdings house. Yeah, we don't have enough to arrest anybody yet. I want to remember. I want to. Comfortable air pervades the interrogation room. No suspects have been arrested yet. Boom, 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 boom. How do I? Narration. English. Weird that didn't stay on from our save.
You mean to tell me that you don't know who the murderer is yet? You know, if you keep
Everywhere.
lose confidence in us. Solve this case soon, or there are going to be angry folks knocking down our doors.
That's better. And unfortunately, that's as loud as I can make it. So Harrington's house is what we got the search warrant for. Carrington's, not Harrington's. Contrarier.
What is this all about?
Show warrant. What? I thought I did. Ah. What did I get the warrant for then? The photoshopped movie stars. Shoot, I don't know what I don't know where I got the warrant for. Crap. Where was it? Make a much better Sherlock Holmes than J.B. Harold.
Welcome.
Pretty sure this isn't it either. Does anyone remember what I just got the warrant for? It wasn't the Hotel Grand. Nope, no way, Keenad.
Still more questions.
Not when I'm also paying for a Disney Plus membership. I know that sounds weird, but... And I say that completely knowing that if all three of my kids come to me and say we really want to rent Mulan this weekend, I'll say yes.
If it's about the deceased CEO, you should ask the president. He's in the back room. Please step this way.
God damn it, where did I have search warrant for? Alright, you know what? I'm just going to have to start being methodical. I need to check all these places anyway, so let's do this. Downhill Cemetery.
You surprised me.
The man wandering among the graves. Hey, Cerebus. Wilbur Ford.
I'm 48. I teach psychology at Hoolington.
What are you doing here?
My blood type is A. I have a wife and 3 kids. I like taking long walks. I have a PhD in psychology. I was born in Washington, D.C. I'm a member of the American Association of Psychologists. He was just murdered, right? I read about it in the paper. He was just murdered.
Oops.
I read about it in the paper. That's Ralph's mother. He's the president of the Robbins Trading Company, isn't he?
I loved the animated Mulan. I'm kind of bummed this one's not going to have any songs.
Sorry, I've never met him. I don't know her. I don't know him. I don't know her. I don't know him. Oh, that's Ralph's father. Ralph is one of my students. Yes, she's one of my students' twin sister.
I hated The Lion King.
He's in one of my classes. He's a top-notch student. He just completed an impressive research paper entitled
To commit the perfect crime.
That's the medical examiner who performed the autopsy, right? I don't know her. Who? He's the owner of the Hungry Fisherman, I think.
Fisherman?
I know who she is. She works over at the Hungry Fisherman. I go there for drinks sometimes. I'm sorry, I've never met him. I think he's a writer. I've come across him a couple of times over at the Hungry Fisherman. I don't think he could commit such a big crime. Why? Because he's a wimp, that's why. I've never heard that name before.
See, I say that things like movies like The Lion Man and all these other remakes aren't made for old fogies like us who were, you know, around for the original animated movies. They're for my kids. My kids have enjoyed them for the most part. Though I do think they were bored by The Lion King. I thought, well, actually, yeah, that too, Sarah does. I also thought that the Aladdin remake was awful.
I was in the psych department study room preparing for a discussion group. There were a lot of people in the room with me who can back up my story. As they say, there's more to this case than meets the eye. That must have been about 20 years ago. I have a couple of questions I'd love to ask the members of that group. I remember the case. It still hasn't been solved, has it?
A small, picturesque church. Shoot.
I'm sorry, my son. You just missed the sermon. There's something troubling you, my son. Feel free to talk about it.
Castany Brown.
I'm 58 years old. I'm the pastor of this church. My blood type is A. God is my life's companion.
God is my life's companion.
I give love to those who need it.
My.
As part of my work, I teach and give counsel. I was born in I help out with our church youth group. Mr. Robbins' funeral was held here. I pray for his
Seduce
soul
God.
daily. Mrs. Carrington is a regular churchgoer, but I haven't been able to get to know her. She's a private person. God bless him. He's made donations to this church and many worthwhile charities. He's a serious young man. I have great admiration for her. She's a strong woman with a heart of gold.
Oh,
I have great admiration for her. She's a strong woman with a heart of gold. He doesn't come to church very often, but she's the president of the Anemone Club. I've worked with her at a number of functions. He and Kate were married here. Such fine young people. Sorry, I don't know him. Only 6 months after saying her wedding vows here, she was back in this church mourning her husband. It seemed so unfair. Oh well, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
We need to find Shelley
Never had
McDonald.
a one-on-one conversation with the young man. I've met him on occasion. Pamela, good soul, comes here quite often. She was here about a week ago praying for Mr. Robbins' soul.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know him. No, I don't know her. I've met him. Who? I don't know him. I was here, of course. Come to think of it, yes.
The night of the murder, I heard the sound of a car coming from the graveyard.
From the graveyard. Very unusual at that late hour. I hope it's not related to Bill Robbins' murder.
Gotta find that car too.
I'm sorry that I can't be of any help to you, but I don't know anything.
Hit the road, Jack. We've already done this parking lot. Oh no, we haven't done this one.
Your ticket, sir. What is it? Gay alignment. I'm 38 years old.
This accent's pretty bad.
I'm a parking lot attendant for the Robbins Trading Company.
All I can think of is Eddie Murphy, Mr. Robbins' neighborhood. This is how we answer the door in my neighborhood, boys and girls. Who is it?
It's hot tea. I have a wife and a son. I jog every morning. Rain or shine, I never miss a day. You satisfied? None in particular. I was born in Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
None. I've never met Bill Robbins, but I hear he was a tyrant. You quote me on that, and I'll deny it.
This is their parking lot, right?
I don't know her. He's the president. Hey, we don't hang out. That's all I can tell you. I don't know him. I don't know her. I don't know him. I don't know any of these people. It's a waste of time.
I wish I wish that all the other characters were answering me like this. I don't know any of these people. Why are you asking me
I don't
this?
know her. I don't know him.
He is pissed off at me.
He's a real estate agent who sold the Robbins Trading Company this parking lot.
Right, okay.
I don't know her. I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't know her. Can we stop this already?
I love him. He's my favorite character now.
Who? I don't know him.
Can we
I
stop this
don't know
already?
her. Come on, I told you I don't know these people. I don't know him. Sorry, I don't know him.
That was fun.
I finished my shift at 8 o'clock, changed clothes, and went home. What can I tell you? I lead a dull life. Don't go saying I told you this. Bill Robbins was a cutthroat businessman. Made a lot of enemies. Matter of fact,
He
and
is.
the real estate agent had a nasty argument a couple of days before Mr. Robbins was killed.
Oh, okay. So Carrington had a nasty argument with him.
I don't know anything about it. It's still missing.
Well, that was the best part of the night so far. Taking interest to Hoolington College. We've already done
Good
this
to see
part.
you, Inspector.
He pities the fool.
What else can I do for you? Morton Bradley.
I've already talked to this guy.
Seems that Mr. Robbins was killed somewhere else and then dumped in that car. That's what the coroner was saying. Victim was a big man. I don't know if one person could handle that alone.
I know one person can't handle me alone.
I had a weird gut feeling, so I went to take a look inside. When I opened the car door, the body fell on me. Jeez, was I surprised.
Jeez. Okay, we don't really need anything else here. This is Shelley's apartment. Who? Is that the...
Yes?
This is the woman I've been looking for.
Yes, what is it?
Shelley McDonald.
I'm 28 years old.
She doesn't look 28 years old.
I work for the Robbins Trading Company. Oh,
Oh?
my parents died when I was young. I had a sister, but she died too. My
Oh.
parents died when I was
Let's hear that
young.
again.
I had a sister.
That is a lot of
but she
forehead.
died too.
That looks like it could be a very heavily photoshopped, like Julia Roberts, but not from the year this came out, I don't think.
I write sometimes, just for my own enjoyment. I type and take shorthand. I also have good organizational skills. I was born in upstate New York and came here 2 years ago. I belong to the Amateur Writing Society.
There's Amateur Writing Society?
I took the day off work and went shopping. At about 6 o'clock, I stopped by Big Burger and then headed home.
Guard him for
That's
me,
my
Big
evening.
Buns.
It's probably unrelated. But about a week before Bill was killed, a man I'd never seen before came by the office looking for him. After Bill talked to him, he seemed really distracted. It's probably unrelated. But about a week before Bill was killed, a man I'd never seen before came by
Yeah,
the office
right?
looking for him. After Bill talked to him, he seemed really distracted.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably unrelated.
That window keeps popping up
About a
just as
week
I think it's
before
not
Bill
going
was
to pop
killed,
up.
A man I'd never seen before came by the office looking for him. After Bill talked to him, he seemed really distracted. I don't want to marry anybody. If you knew about my sister's marriage, you'd understand. My car is silver.
Is that the color of the car we're looking for? I think the car we're looking for was blue, wasn't it? All right, we gotta go talk to what's his name about this paper he wrote. McBain.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Go away.
Now I really want to talk to him.
James McBain. I'm 56 years old.
I'm horrified to find out he's a nerd.
I own a movie theater.
Theater. Oh, right, this guy.
Type B.
Why do these people know their blood types? I don't know my blood type.
The day I
And I
quit
give
smoking
blood fairly
cigars
frequently.
is the day I die. There's so many of them, they'd be tough to list. I was born in good old Liberty. I'm a member of the Chamber of Commerce.
Also looks like Groucho Marx.
He was a sharp young man. It's no surprise that he had a lot of enemies. Sorry, I've never met Joe's wife. Edward and I have known each other since we were in school together. He's next in line for Bill's job.
Right, so far we have Shirley McDonald, because we found her earrings. Fred Robbins is next in line for Bill's job. And Carrington had a big fight with him. And the brother-in-law wrote a paper called To Commit the Perfect Crime.
I don't know. She seems nice enough. There's a rumor going around that the HH company is in big trouble. Don't know the lady.
Is it Carrington or Holding anyway?
What I've heard, he's a hopeless businessman, but he's got his good points. He sure loves that wife of his. Joe Carrington is one strange guy. I keep away from him. She's had a tough break, poor kid, but she's young. She'll get over it. No, I don't know him. He's a friend of mine. She's the Robbins family's maid or housekeeper or something. She used to be Bill's secretary. I don't know him. Sorry, I don't know her. Who the hell is that? I've never met him. The night Bill was murdered, I met Edward and we had a few drinks. That's it. The whole story. It's none of my business, but I'll tell you what I know. You must have heard about Bill having affairs. Well, he was fooling around a lot. What's it got to do with me? Marriage? Never. Business at the movie theater is going great. Wonderful. Couldn't be better.
I wish I remembered which warrant I have. Don't feel like we're ever going to finish this game. I kind of want to, but I'm not playing it the way I think I need to. Carrington's. Okay, I want to talk to... What's his name here?
What is this all about?
No.
No, I
I don't
asked
know
him.
anything about that. I don't know anything about that. I don't have a car. I always ride a bike.
What was the guy's name?
Don't know him. Don't know him. Don't know him. I don't know him.
Huh. So how do I... I guess I can't do that. Maybe I need to arrest him to do that. I'm just saying, it's no snatcher. Where's this? The Randall Clinic.
Oh, it's you, Inspector Harris.
Hey, it's Vincent Price.
What can I do for you? Simon Randall, 58 years old.
He does not look 58.
I'm a physician. What is this, a paternity suit?
Nice.
My wife died 5 years ago. I don't have any children, but my assistant, Susie McNally, lives with me. Like a daughter, I mean. I collect art. I'm a practicing doctor. That's certainly a skill.
Not in today's
Boston.
atmosphere.
But I've been living here for some 30 years now. I don't belong here.
Let's go through the list.
I've known him for years. He was like a son to me. That's Janet's mother. She's one classy.
She's one classy lady.
Edward and I are old friends. He's a stubborn old geezer. If he gets an idea into his head to do something, he won't quit until he's done it. He's a nice, serious young man.
Yeah, I could see Marlon Brando.
Seems very happy. I don't care much for his sort of flatterers. She'll talk her ear off, but I like her anyway. She's got a good heart. There's not much I can tell you. I've never really talked with her. I'm worried about her. She's in serious danger of suffering a nervous breakdown. He's Janet's twin brother. She's gone home for a little while. My house is right around the corner from here. These questions are getting tedious. When she has something to say, she says it. That may put off some people, but I like her. That's Bill's secretary. She's an attractive young woman. I don't know him. I don't know her. That crazy old bachelor? He's one of my closest friends. You know, I examined him once a few years ago. I remember that I thought there was something strange about him, although I couldn't put my finger on it.
Hmm? Stanley Howard, eh?
I was here until late. I don't think I left the office until 1 o'clock in the morning. When I examined the body, I noticed that the wound was quite shallow. If I were to speculate, I'd say Bill was stabbed by a woman.
We all know women stab shallow.
What is it? My wife died from a liver disease 5 years ago. Yes, I drive a blue Mercedes.
Don't turn around. Okay. Hit the trail again, bro. That's his car.
Yes. Yes. Susie McNally. I'm 24 years old.
She looks older than 24.
I'm a nurse at the Randall Clinic. My blood type is B. Both my parents have passed away. I don't have any brothers or sisters either. I like postmodern music. I'm a qualified nurse. I was born in Pennsylvania. I've been living here a while. I don't belong to it.
This is literally me going through the same list of things with every new person I meet.
I only talked to him once when he came to the clinic to have his appendix removed. I wish I could be of more help. I've never even met her. He stops by sometimes to see Simon. You know, I think he actually came by the night of the murder.
Okay.
He's a good person, but I don't know her well. I don't know him. I've never talked to him. Sorry, I don't know him. I've never met him.
It is a visual novel, but it just doesn't feel like anything's happening.
I don't know him.
I mean, I guess it's just that I'm gathering a ton of information.
Sorry, I'm really not much help.
But I mean, you know, this is well into like the second hour.
When my father died, Simon was good enough to help take care of me. He helped me get a nursing license. He He's been just like a father to me. Mrs. Smith didn't seem to like Gilmer. When he was in the clinic for the appendectomy, she didn't visit him once. I don't even think she called. I don't know her. I don't know him. I don't know him. He's a friend of Simon's. Now that you mention it, I remember that the night of the murder, Simon said he was going to Mr. McBain's house.
Simon was going to Mr. McBain's house.
I don't know him. Sorry, I don't know him.
Like, I feel like I just need to gather tons of information and then go get an arrest warrant. I don't even know for whom, but the game will tell me that I've got enough. You know what I mean? Like,
I was in my room. Nothing in particular. I'm not ready to get married yet. Besides, there's no one for me.
aww, I feel
I
you.
don't have a car.
The holdings.
How can I help you?
All right, I've already been here. Show the warrant and are free to search the premises. Here we go. Okay. Nothing here. Nothing of any use. Go to the other room. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm in the living room. Okay. Tony and Lucy's room. In the closet are heaps of dresses, tacky dresses. You spot nothing suspicious. Mike and Kate's room. Nothing of interest here. It's almost like that's the wrong picture. Search every nook and cranny of the room but find nothing.
What kind of question is that? Yes, I'm glad I married Michael. I certainly don't regret it.
I don't know if calling people into different rooms is...
My husband used to work for my father. That's how we met. I was feeling under the weather. There was a party the night before. You know how that is. I spent the entire evening in bed.
Well, I mean, that was a bust. Is this some kind of bust? Very impressive, yes. Okay. Well, that was useless.
Who are you? What do you want?
Shifty-eyed man who answers the door.
What's this all about? Danley Howard. Danley Howard. Danley Howard. I'm 34 years old. I'm a novelist. You must have heard of my books. Disco Inferno.
Dancing with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight.
Caused quite a stir when it came out.
This clearly came out after Batman.
B. I live by myself, and I like it that way.
Preach, brother.
I like to drive. It's how I relieve stress. The ability to meet my deadlines, no matter what I have to do to get the job done. I was born in New York, but I didn't like it. Too noisy, too crowded. It's easier for me to write here. I've been living in Liberty for 3 years now. I belong to the American Writers Guild.
Oh, I didn't see that story. Let's ask him the list.
I have nothing to say that would be worth your time or mine. Yes, it's true that we've talked a couple of times over at the Hungry Fisherman, but that's about it. I don't know her. I've never even met him. I've met him a couple of times. I've run into her over at Bigger Store. She's really beautiful. Nah, I don't know him. She's a busybody, isn't she? And uncultured. I have no interest in
Loudmouth women with no understanding of literature.
I don't know him. He's the real estate agent who helped me find this apartment. I don't know anything about her. I've never even talked to him. I don't know him. The nurse over at the Randall Clinic? She's a bit cold, but she's one good-looking woman. Nah, I don't know her. I don't know her. That's the owner of the Hungry Fisherman. I think that Bill Robbins had a thing for her. He always went out of his way to be nice to her.
Who's this? Sarah Shields.
No, I don't know him. I don't know him. I went to the Hungry Fisherman for a few drinks, and then I went straight home to my apartment. No, nothing in particular. I don't remember hearing about it. Not really something I'm proud of, but my wife ran out on it. With my being an artist, you know, our lifestyles just didn't match. I didn't steal any car, come on. I didn't steal any car, come on. A knife?
I wish there was a way to show people something. Anyway, whatever. Oy vey. Okay. Where else haven't I been? It won't let me.
Who is it? What do you want? I had a husband and a child and a wonderful life. And I lost it all in one car wreck. But that was years ago. I worked for the Robbins family since Helen Robbins died.
Turn-based Yakuza. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Can you believe there was speculation that Bill had committed the crime? Just preposterous. Mr. Robbins went to the police and made sure they didn't spread that crazy story all over town. Well, there is something that's been bothering me. The night of the murder, I called Janet. She was sobbing and barely coherent, but she kept insisting everything was okay. It was just awful.
Okay, so maybe we need to go talk to Janet? I will have to look this up, Keenan.
What is this
I'm
all
definitely gonna have
about?
to look that up.
met Bill at my father's office. He was so handsome and nice and mature. Before I knew it, I was in love with him. I was so sure we'd be together forever.
Ugh.
I met Bill at my father's office. He was so handsome and nice and mature. Before I knew it, I was in love with him. I was so sure we'd be together forever. Earrings? I've got dozens of pairs. What do you mean? What sort of things? I didn't go anywhere, and nobody came here. I was alone the whole time. She only loves Fred. She only cares what happens to him. She hated Bill. She's probably glad he's dead. She used to be Bill's secretary. That's all I know.
No. No.
Okay, this is getting us nowhere. So apparently Carrington had a fight with him the night he was murdered.
Please come in. I have nothing to tell you. I hadn't talked to Bill in a while. Earrings? They must be Janet's.
See, why?
There's someone I'm interested in, but
Why couldn't I ask, what's her name about the earrings? Shirley. Shirley?
Oh, you again. Joe Carrington.
Right, okay.
Here's my wife, Martha, my daughter, Janet, and my son, Ralph.
Oh man, Sega Gaga needs a translation so badly. That's the Holy Grail. That's the one that I just desperately want to happen.
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see Mr. Holding when I was leaving work that day. He was in a big hurry. I don't drive. It's going fairly well, thank you.
Hmm. Was it him or Holding that had the fight? We've been to the Big Burger. Let's go there.
hi there. How about trying our amazing new triple cheeseburger? Or perhaps a tasty chocolate bopper for dessert? Like, what do you want to talk to me for? Nick Goodman. Totally cool name, huh?
Nice.
I'm 20 years old.
Bro.
I'm like in college. I only work here part-time.
Bro.
I'm like in college. I only work here part-time.
Brosephine.
My blood type is A. I live with my parents and my older sister. I like to get together with the guys and jam. We play some pretty killer surf tunes. I'm an excellent bass player, dude.
Bro.
I was born in this lame town. I'm totally not into the group scene, you know?
No, I don't know.
You mean the dead guy? Yeah, I knew Janet, his old lady. Like, you should call it the SWAT team to catch the lowlife who killed him. I met her once when I went to Ralph's house. She seemed pretty okay for a mom.
For a mom?
I don't know him. Never heard of the dude. I don't know her. Yeah, he's the president of the HH company. That company is really bogus. Like, this friend of mine worked there part-time, you know? And he was complaining that he totally had problems getting his dinero. I don't know her. I don't know him. That's my friend Ralph's old man. Yeah, I know her. She's my friend Ralph's sister. Yeah, we're pretty good friends. He's in Professor Ford's criminal psych class with me.
That's his name, Professor Ford.
As a matter of fact, we went out a couple of weeks ago. No, I don't know him. Who's that? I don't know her. Who? He owns this cafe that I go to, the Hungry Fisherman. She's a babe. She's way mysterious, and I totally like that. I bet a lot of the customers go there just to check her out. I think he owns the movie theater where my girlfriend
okay.
part-time. The old guy always has a cigar in his mouth. He acts like a jerk. I've seen him a couple of times over at the Hungry Fisherman. He's always bragging about something, always telling people that he's just got himself some fantastic contract. From what I've heard, he can barely sell any books. Sorry, dude. Don't know him.
Sorry, dude. Got some battle scars, dude.
They were renovating this place the day that dude got killed, so I got off around 3. I picked up Daisy and Ralph later on, and the 3 of us went for a cruise downtown. I got home before midnight. Yeah, wait a minute. I remember Ralph saying that he had something to do. We dropped him off around 10 near school.
Yeah, see,
I've never heard of it before.
I gotta talk to this kid.
I drive an orange Fiesta.
Surprised they actually have a real car name in there. Alright, let's go talk to Ralph again.
What is this all about?
Do you know, what was that kid's name? Surfer Boy? Doesn't let me ask about him. Ford's not on the list either.
Okay, I kind of forgot.
Oh, look at this.
I left Nick and his girlfriend at about 10 o'clock. After that, I just took a walk and then headed back home. Okay, I kind of forgot.
So we've made a little progress.
Girlfriend at about 10 o'clock. After that, I just took a walk and then headed back home. No, I don't know anything about that. I don't have a car. I always ride.
Okay, let's go talk to Dude Bro's girlfriend. At least this feels like we're doing something. We need to find the theater. Gotta go talk to him too. There it is.
Oh, it's Mr. Harold.
I like her.
I think my shift ended around 7 o'clock that night. Nick picked me up and we went for a drive. The only thing I want to add is, you know, You're really cute, Mr. Harold.
See, she's not even saying that Ralph was in the car.
Sure, I wear earrings. Is that an offer? I don't have a car.
Might be time to go back to the cop shop.
Would you like a hamburger and some fries with that coffee?
Want some fries to go with that shake?
They were renovating this place the day that dude got killed, so I got off around 3. I picked up Daisy and Ralph later on, and the 3 of us went for a cruise downtown. I got home before midnight. Yeah, wait a minute. I remember Ralph saying that he had something to do. We dropped him off around 10 near school.
Okay, I think I need to go back to the police station. Ugh.
You should take a break. I'm worried about you burning out.
Me too. Let's save. We still haven't met everybody here. He's supposed to be a real piece of work. No, that's him who runs that place. That's Shelly or Sheila McDonald, whatever her name is, I would think, right? Shoot.
If you feel it's going nowhere, try something new.
Good advice. When are we going to meet Tim Robbins? We've already met him. Hey, give me 1 second. Just going to go grab some water. Wonder if I can get a warrant for an arrest on Ralph now, because he's kind of been shady about his alibi. Clearly I need to do some interrogations. Interviews at 90. I wonder if that means that that's like a percentage.
Hey, Harold. Do you intend to spend the rest of your life working on this case? Hurry up, will you? We're busy here. We got a lot of things to do in case you haven't noticed.
JD. How's the investigation going? You know, you're the one guy who can solve this case without all breaking loose.
Alright,
What do you want, Harold? Authorization for what?
let's try it. Arrest warrant. For Ralph.
Listen, Harold. I don't think we have enough evidence to issue an arrest warrant yet. I'm sorry, but I can't give you permission.
Damn.
Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. I understand.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a search warrant, but you had better not make me sorry. You hear me, Harold?
Anybody else we should think about?
Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun.
Shelley
You
McDonald,
don't have
that's who I'm
enough to
thinking of.
justify a search.
Okay.
You should take a break. I'm worried about you burning out.
We're actually making some progress here. So far.
What is this all about?
Oh, I'll show you what it's all about. Is that a typewriter on one of them? This room is suspiciously clean. Records, magazines, piles of books and papers. Nothing here seems even tenuously connected to the case.
Okay, I kind of forgot. I left Nick and his girlfriend at about 10 o'clock. After that, I just took a walk and then headed back home. No, I don't know anything about it.
I was home all evening. My husband came in at about 11 o'clock. No, nothing at all. I didn't go anywhere, and nobody came here. I was alone the whole time. What do you mean? What sort of thing? Earrings? I've got dozens of pairs.
Killing me. Notice a bottle of tranquilizers.
A knife? I don't know anything about a knife. What do you mean? What sort of thing? No, nothing at all.
This feels like a dead end. Buys a few dirty dishes, you find nothing. Well, this has been useless. I've never even heard of a knife. I mean,
You again. Swell. It's none of my business, but I'll tell you what I know. You must have heard about Bill having affairs. Well, he was fooling around a lot. Edward left here at about 10 o'clock, and then I went to bed.
That's Edward, right? All right, let's go to the holding house again, or whatever it's called. Oop. Wrong button. Every fisherman. Really not doing this very well. HH Company.
Welcome. Sorry, the boss isn't here, but maybe the general manager can help.
Later,
you.
Keenad.
Please step this way.
Do you still have questions? My father-in-law is a difficult man to please. I have a hard time dealing with him. That's Janet's twin brother. He didn't seem to like Bill. She's the nurse over at Dr. Randall's clinic. She's nice. Real nice. Now there's a woman who's really got it together. She knew everything related to Bill's business.
Bill's business.
I don't know her. I don't know him. I was at home. As soon as I finish work, I always go straight home. I can't think of anything else worth telling you.
Oh, excuse me.
Your best. Kate has been really upset over this. My car? I drive a white Mercedes. Why? Business? I don't know exactly, but I guess it's going okay.
Surfer dude. I still forget his name. But I don't think he's on the list. I don't know, I'm stumped. I mean, all I can think of is to go back and talk to everybody with the new list of names to see what they can do. I really thought that getting that search warrant for the Harringtons or Carringtons or whatever their names are would help. Let's see what the internet can tell us. Doom 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 doom. Let's just see here. Those people are just saying, like, just keep clicking everything until something happens. And there are, like, no walkthroughs for this game. Time to write one. No. Yeah, it's literally saying just go talk to everybody and about everything again. So let's go save. Don't know how much more patience I will have for this, though.
How's the investigation coming along? Well, hang in there.
It'd be nice for this to give you more information.
If you feel it's going nowhere, try something new.
I feel like I should have more evidence at this point. And I haven't done any interrogations, but apparently you can arrest, like, a lot of the people in the game.
You mean to tell me that you don't
No, I
know who
don't.
the murderer is yet? You know, if you keep working at this pace, people are going to lose confidence in it. Solve this case soon, or there are going to be angry folks knocking down our doors.
Any new leads? Show me what you found.
You should take a break. I'm worried about you burning out.
Well, Harold, are you making any progress at all? Don't just stand there like a fool. Go out and solve the case. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun.
Just
You
listen to him
don't
say
have
this over and
enough
over
to
again.
Justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search.
This game
Come
just
on, Harold,
chases
you're
people
jumping
away
the
from this
gun.
channel.
You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold.
Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search.
Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. I've already issued a search warrant. Don't you keep track of these things? Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. I've already issued a search warrant.
Yeah, but it didn't help, so I want another
These
search
things?
warrant.
Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. I've already issued a search warrant. Don't you keep track of these things?
Yeah, just give me an open search warrant.
I understand.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to
Who'd I
give
get
you a
that for?
search warrant, but you had better not make me sore. You hear me, Harold?
Jay McBain's house.
Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. You don't have enough to justify a search. Come on, Harold, you're jumping the gun. Come on. Come on. Come on.
All right, well, let's go to Jay McBain's house. I don't know why I got a search warrant for there, but let's do it to it.
Hi, JP. How's the investigation going? You know, you're the one guy who can solve this case without all breaking loose.
I don't know why I'm getting excited. Nothing's going to happen again.
You again. Swell.
Your instincts tell you that there's something hidden in the fireplace. Your instincts are wrong. Now you're covered with soot and no closer to solving the case. Bedroom is large, luxurious, and messy. In your second search of the closet, you turn up an old notebook. Red Tie Club membership is written on the cover. Aww. Put the notebook in your pocket. Didn't he tell me he didn't know about?
What's it got to do with me? What's it got to do with me?
I mean, really?
It's none of my business, but I'll tell you what I know. You must have heard about Bill having affairs. Well, he was fooling around a lot. What's it got to do with me?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
It's none of my business, but I'll... Edward left here at about 10 o'clock, and then I went to bed.
Let's go talk to Edward.
What's the meaning of your visit? What is it?
This is Edward, right?
Simon Rand.
No, that's Simon. Where's Edward? Edward who? Who the hell's Edward?
How can I help you?
No, it's Tony. Edward who? Oh, I could probably just ask, do you know?
How can I help you?
Edward Robbins. Your old dad. Wasn't he at his company?
Still more questions. If it's about the deceased CEO, you should ask the president. He's in the back room. Please step this way.
McBain and I have been friends since we were boys. Well, I forgot. It's hard to remember that sort of thing.
Hmm?
Well, I forgot. It's hard to remember that sort of thing.
So then...
No, nothing. Please catch whoever did it. That night, I went to my friend James McBain's place. I came home around 11 and went straight to bed.
I'd sure love to read this book. Maybe I need to go back to the station. Show evidence.
Hi, JD. How's the investigation going?
Not gonna lie,
You're
could
the
be going
one
better.
guy who can solve this case without all breaking loose?
Any new leads? Show me what you found. This is a membership roster for the Red Tie Club. There are only 4 names listed. James McBain, Edward Robbins,
Simon Randall.
and Henry Klein.
Simon Randall and Henry Klein.
is a membership roster for the Red Tie Club.
Okay, let's go talk to them. I don't know what this lead means, but let's do it.
Hi, JP. How's the investigation going? You know, you're the
Leave me alone, Catherine.
What's the meaning of your visit? What is it?
I'm irritated. Who's Klein? Is he even on my list?
What do you want? Nothing in particular.
Don't have a Klein anywhere in here. I keep stumbling across little tidbits, but it's not really going anywhere. Well, I think that's going to have to be a night. I'm going to go save this.
You should take a break. I'm worried about you burning out.
I have to make some notes for the next time we play this. I mean, I kind of want to finish it. I know we can, but I just... Man, it just feels like we're chipping away at it so slowly.
What do you want now, Harold? You know you have to go through proper police procedures. Listen, Harold, I don't think we have enough evidence to issue an... Listen. 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 Listen, Harold.
McMain.
Listen.
Oh, I had to try.
How's the
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Joey. Get other people you think will enjoy it to come watch, will you? We're down to 4 viewers here. Still a couple people that I don't even know about. I don't even know what Heart Safe is. And like... So we know he's having an affair. He was having an affair with somebody. Right? I think that's what that's supposed to mean.
If you feel it's going nowhere, try something.
The information number's gone up. More evidence because of the Red Tie Club member list. All right, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know this, I mean, like I say, we're chipping away at it. I really kind of want to get through it because I've had this game forever and I just would like to say that I've given it a decent shot. So anyway, thank you for hanging out. Remember, we want to raise money for Extra Life. Seward.ca will take you there. I'm off tomorrow night. Please go hang out in Ben Rivers' stream. Also, if you're a little early on nights that I'm streaming, normally Vanna Dwight is streaming, but just before me as well. So you should definitely go check his stream out. He's a good guy and he deserves some folks hanging out in his chat. Anyway, I'm off tomorrow night. I'll be back on Thursday night with Wing Commander 4. We'll see how much of the game we can get in an hour and a half. That's a game that I plan to play through someday on this channel, but I don't know that we'll get very far in an hour and a half on Thursday. Still, it'll be fun to check it out, so please come back for that. In the meantime, have a great Wednesday. Have a great evening. Thank you for your support. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. And good night.
Listen up, mistress, and you too, sisters. Let's talk about something that's a real brain twister. Drugs, drugs, drugs. We got good, we got bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mom or ask your dad. Drink a little water. Take the doctor's pill. Drugs can make you better when you're feeling ill. Drugs, drugs, drugs. We got good, we got bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mom or ask your dad. There's lots of other drugs that sure have a flaw. Watch it now, man. It's trouble with the law. Drugs, drugs, drugs. We got good, we got bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mom or ask your dad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. We got good, we got bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mom or ask your